All right, I see that so many happy faces trailer. My first question is to Gaurav sir. Gaurav sir, what was your vision with the show, and what do audiences now expect out of from the show?
So thank you very much for the incredible response to the trailer, and thank you for all the responses while getting this done. I think in some ways this show started because some of us saw the original British show and really thought that, wow, this is amazing. And I remember when I saw it a few years ago, the latent feeling in my heart was that one day, perhaps, in India, we can create a series which has this incredible spectacle feeling about it. It has beautiful people, it has this intriguing, fantastic, twisty story, and then behind it all, it has a purpose. And today, as the world is again thinking and feeling the pain of war, that feeling which is there somewhere in this trailer, is there somewhere in the heart of this show, becomes even more relevant. So that's where this journey started. But a start is just a start. It has become what it has become because of all the people on the stage here and their generosity and warmth, and a lot of people who are not on the stage. So I think first thing that I would like to do is to the entire team of Ink Factory, Bani J, Sandeep Modi, everyone who's not on this floor here today, I just want all of us to just give them a huge applause. They've been incredible. I would now specifically call out a few people. Without them, this day would not have happened. And I think first is Simon, our colleague from Ink Factory, because not only is this his vision and his belief in Disney Plus Hotstar that we could do justice to this, it's also his father's work. And the fact that he trusted us and wanted to take this and bring this to India and make it our own is just incredible. So thank you. Secondly, I would like to thank Sandeep Modi and Sridhar for the incredible work that they did to make this show, this story, an Indian story. I met one of you just before boarding the jetty to come here, and you told me that, you liked this because you had seen the original. And I said, well, if you don't like our show, you won't be able to blame the original because we've done our own thing, whether for better or for worse. You will find out, and I hope you love what has been created with an enormous amount of love. But it's our own thing, and that was possible because of Sandeep and Sridhar, and they did an incredible job of that. After that, of course, it's Deepak Dhar and the incredible team at Bani J. And they have been miracle workers on this. This was the hardest thing to do, and it seemed really, really hard. I asked Deepak, saying, when did you come on to this dream? And he told me, in April 2020. So, nearly 3 years of incredible everyday effort and stress and pressure of trying to get off the ground one of the biggest shows that India has thought about so far. So thank you, Deepak.
Thank you so much.
And of course, to the amazing actors on this stage. And in some ways, this is truly a fanboy moment for me because this is my opportunity to work with somebody who I idolized growing up. And Anil sir knows this. He was my favorite star when I was a little boy. And I think the reason I ended up somewhere around showbiz is because as a 7-year-old, I saw Mr. India. So thank you so much for your generosity and for your willingness. I thought I'll get thrown out of his house. He's always been very generous to me, like he is to all his fans. So I got myself invited over for lunch at his home 3 years ago, and I thought when I tell him that, listen, I want you to play the antagonist, a bad man. It'd be like, come on, I'm one of India's most loved people, and you're asking me to do this. But Anil sir is a incredibly greedy actor. And I didn't know that I had appealed to the actor in him. And he said, okay, for all the love that I have got, can I put that on the line and just act? And that purity of emotion that he has You know, I hope that shines through. And Aditya, as I just told you, oh my God, when people see this first episode, here's a surprise, man. You're so amazing. And Shobita, you didn't remember my name, but that's okay because you're you're gorgeous. And I think everyone on this show has just done such an amazing job. There is so much sincerity and honesty that I hope that comes through to all of you. And I know I've spoken a lot, but there are just two more people I must mention. Manisha Mudgal, whose life has been this show for the last several years. And we wouldn't have gotten here without you, Manisha. And to the entire marketing team of Disney Plus Hotstar for being amazing hosts today. And you know, while in some ways, everyone's job here kind of gets done today, except yours, so all the very best. So to Vamsi and Ekta, over to you, and thank you.
Thank you, Gaurav sir. And all these efforts have turned into a spectacle जिसको आप enjoy कर सकते हैं. 17th February से Disney Plus Hotstar पर. मेरा अगला सवाल दीपक सर आपसे है. How much are a fan of? कितने बड़े fan हैं आप spy thrillers के? और क्यों है India version of The Night Manager आपका favorite?
Bilkul, I'm a big fan of any spy series or spy films. You know, we've all grown up watching them. When it came to me through Gaurav and the team, I was a little intimidated because this is really big. This is a big responsibility. So thank you, Gaurav, for this responsibility. It's been a long time and very glad that we're here. Glad that the first images are put out. It's been a great collaboration with Sandeep and Priyanka, who've been great to work with. It's been, I think together with this team, we've seen the pandemic, we've seen the Sri Lanka economic crisis and whatnot, and the war and God knows where. We've now landed with the show, which is absolutely ready to be streamed. So yeah, it's been a great journey. I must also thank a couple of my dear friends and colleagues, Rajesh, who's here, without whom this journey wouldn't have been possible. Rishi Negi, he's also one of my key colleagues, and the cast and crew would recognize that he's been the perfect wingman to get this show to where it is. And of course, Anil sir, Adi. It's been, a great responsibility to, work with you guys, and, it's been sheer magic to bring it here.
My next question is to the director, the creator of the show, Sandeep Modi. Sandeep, कमाल की कास्ट. पहले तो ग्रीडी हो गए आप कास्ट को देख के कि वाह, अनिल कपूर, आदित्य रॉय कपूर, शोभा, शाश्वत, रवि. Tell us about your vision, and along with that, how has it been, the second association with Disney Plus Hotstar?
थैंक यू एवरीवन. सबसे पहले मेरा ना अभी ये वो क्या गली बॉय का शॉट है ना, ऐसा दिल पे माइक रखते हैं, वो धक धक सुनाई देती है, तो शायद आप लोगों को मेरी आवाज़ से भी आएगी थोड़ी धक धक. ये ट्रेलर प्ले हो रहा था, वहाँ पीछे से मैं इतने गैप से देख रहा था रिएक्शंस क्या है. ये 2.5 साल इतने सारे देश, इतने सारे कंडीशंस के थ्रू जूझते हुए हमने जब ये बनाया, तो जब पहली बार ये विजुअल आप लोग के पास आया तो इट्स क्वाइट एंग्शियस, नर्वस, एक्साइटेड द सेम टाइम. आप लोगों को ठीक लगा? चलो, दैट वाज द फर्स्ट की थिंग जो मैं पूछना चाहता था. जवाब अभी देता हूँ मैं धीरज का. क्या जब हमने लास्ट एसोसिएशन था डिज्नी हॉटस्टार के साथ, गौरव के साथ, थोड़ा हम बिगड़ गए थे ऑलरेडी. तो फिर गौरव ने बोला कि बताओ एक कहानी है, करनी है क्या, इसे इंडिया के लिए लाते हैं. मतलब बहुत बड़ी कहानी है, मुझे बहुत सारी चीज़ें लगेगी. बोला ठीक है. मतलब मुझे धमाकेदार कास्ट लगेगा, धमाकेदार लोकेशन लगेगा. तो मुझे लगा नॉर्मली होता है ना, जो प्रोड्यूसर को आप ये कहते हो, प्रोड्यूसर बोलते हैं भाई इतना तो नहीं होगा, थोड़ा बैक ऑफ कर जाओ, इतना होगा, ये होगा. तो उन्होंने डरा दिया, उन्होंने सब दे दिया. सो अब दारोमदार सिर्फ मुझ पे आ गया है टू डिलीवर. तो मैंने बोला मुझ पे इतना दारोमदार आया तो मैं भी किसी को लाता हूँ जिसपे मैं थोड़ा लोड डाल दूँ. सो प्रियंका घोष, द अदर डायरेक्टर, शी इज़ मेरे ये जो एक्सपेक्टेशन के सब कुछ मिल रहा है उसके बावजूद जो हम करें, तो प्रियंका हैज़ बीन माई ग्रेटेस्ट एलाई. विजन बहुत ही सिंपल था. कहानी अगर जो है उसे कैसे हम उसकी प्योरिटी से दर्शाएं. और ये कहानी बहुत बड़ी है. जॉन ले करे साहब ने लिखी है. साइमन एंड फैमिली हैव बीन वेरी काइंड टू अलाउ अस टू अडैप्ट इट हियर. ये कहानी इतनी बड़ी है, इतने देशों में जाती है कहानी, इतने इमोशंस को टच करती है. तो इसको करने के लिए ना बहुत ज़्यादा मेहनत थी बिकॉज इट हैज़ टू बी, क्या कहते हैं, अगर अगर मैं कहूँ कि जैसे आज आज का इवेंट ही देख लो, मैंने गौरव और मार्केटिंग को कहा था कि शो अलग है, तो हम इसका कैसे हम इसको इंट्रोड्यूस भी करेंगे, तो बोला आप देखना। मैं आया और मैं जब से बस देख ही रहा हूँ, इट लुक्स लाइक द वन ऑफ इट्स काइंड इवेंट, सो आई टेल यू हाउ इंटरेस्टिंग द शो इज, हाउ फ्रेश द शो इज, एंड kudos to the whole Disney Hotstar team for putting this up. Well done guys. रियली रियली मैं काफ़ी भावुक हो गया था देख के कि अच्छा ऐसा हम आज ये ऐसे ऐसे दर्शकों के पास अपना पहला विजुअल ले आएंगे। सो सॉरी मैं बहुत घूम रहा हूँ, पर कमिंग बैक टू योर क्वेश्चन इवेंचुअली, अभी भी मुझे लग रहा है आई एम अ किड इन अ कैंडी स्टोर, और अभी भी लग रहा है कि मैं चीज़ें मांग रहा हूँ, और आई एम होपिंग कि ये शो को हम जिस तरह से हमने माउंट किया है, जिस तरह से हमने पेश किया है, व्हेन यू वॉच द एपिसोड यू विल फाइंड द लव, एफर्ट, मेहनत, रंग, हर चीज़ बाहर आए उसमें से, और आप लोगों को पसंद आए। इट्स अ बिग शो नॉट फॉर इट्स स्केल बट फॉर इट्स विजन, फॉर इट्स एम्बिशन। इट्स एन एम्बिशियस शो। कोशिश मेरे राइटर्स श्रीधर, अक्षत, शांतनु, हम सब ने की है कि ये कहानी अपनी मिट्टी से आए, लगे कि ये हमारी कहानी है, ये अपने लोग हैं। आई थिंक हमारी आधी बैटल ऑलरेडी विन हो गई है विथ ऑल दीज stellar cast that Mukesh and his team have got together for me, and there's Anil sir. अनिल सर, अब तक मैंने प्रॉमिस किया था कि मैं फैन बॉय नहीं करूंगा, मैं 17 के बाद फाइनली फैन बॉय आऊंगा सर। अब तक आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू टॉक टू यू एज अ डायरेक्टर, ताकि थोड़ी मेरी धक धक कंट्रोल में रहे। आदि, आई लव यू व्हाट यू डन, हाउ यू थ्रोन योरसेल्फ इनटू द कैरेक्टर। आज जो आप देख रहे हैं आदित्य है, पर आप शो देखेंगे तो आपको शांत सिंह गुप्ता तब दिखाई देगा। आज ये आपके हाथ थ्रॉब है, आपको उन्होंने जो मेहनत करके इसमें किया है, I can only tell you, I can promise you, as Gaurav said, should watch the first episode to see. Shobita is the most complex character of the show, the most complex, the most beautiful. While her gorgeousness will blow you away, but that's not the only thing. It's a deeply layered character that she's playing, and I can't wait for you guys to discover it. Dada, I think I don't want to say anything about you and Ravi sir. I want them to discover it. They should know why you guys are here. I don't want to say more. So that's it, yeah. Thank you.
You know, very honest answer. He is actually like a kid in the candy store, because मैंने देखा हर जगह पर पिक्चर क्लिक करवाई है संदीप ने यहाँ पर, हर जगह पर। But you know, there's a very famous, the dialogue which has hit me really hard is, राजा चैन की नींद तब सो सकता है कि नहीं, ये डिपेंड करता है पहरेदार की नींद पर। Amazing dialogue, powerful trailer, and I'm sure मेरे friends from media have so many questions regarding the trailer and the series, and now the floor is open to media. Can we quickly pass the mics to the media members, please?
Hi everyone, I'm Swati from The Quint. Firstly, congratulations, the trailer really looks phenomenal, and The Night Manager has always been one of my top 10 shows, so I'm really hoping this one turns out to be even better. Gaurav, my question is to you. Again, congratulations. I believe a recent report brought to light that last year, out of the 15 top performing shows and movies, 5 titles belong to Disney. So, congratulations. My question to you is, when you greenlight a project, what is it that you look at? Maybe you can just tell me the top 3 things that you look at.
That even I want to listen.
When it's Anil Kapoor, nothing else. No. So thank you so much. But I think, as someone on the team pointed out, it was 7. We are really greedy people. Anil sir is not the only greedy person here. We are really, really greedy for good work and for our fans to like what we do. So I think what we think about is, does this story have something new to say? And is that new thing hopefully going to be really relevant to our people? Right? So when you see it, will you say that in some ways this connects with how you're feeling, what you are feeling and experiencing about the world that's next to you? So ideally, our effort always is to choose scripts which have that new thing for India, and that new thing has to be hopefully highly, highly relevant. So that's what we try and do. It's hard, we get many things wrong, and there is no science to it also. But I think this has largely been helpful to me and to the team. And we always really deeply care about the people that we are working with, because there has to be good chemistry. So, do we like them? Do we like their intent for coming on to this? And do we want to work with them? Because I think our good shows, like this one, has taken 3 years of real hard work. So you want to, constantly enjoy talking to those people, being with them, even fighting with them, right? Because you know that you're always fighting to make the show better. So those are the two really, really important things, right? Is there something new which is hopefully relevant to India? And are there people here that you really enjoy collaborating with, creatively jamming with to try and do something new, good?
Next question, please.
Yeah, hi. Firstly, a huge congratulations to the team. The trailer looks really nice. I'm already intrigued. My question is to Anil sir. अनिल सर आपका काफ़ी काम मतलब आपका बॉडी ऑफ वर्क के बारे में मुझे स्पेशली बोलने की ज़रूरत नहीं है एवरीवन नोज इट्स टेला बट व्हेन अ कैरेक्टर लाइक दिस व्हिच इज सो लाइक यू नो इन द विलनियस space comes to you where the reference is already there. I mean, we have watched the series which was acclaimed internationally as well, right? So we have a reference to that character. When a character like that comes to you, how excited do you get about it and where do you draw reference from or what is your approach to that character?
First of all, thank you, all of you all, for being here. Thank you, Gaurav, the entire Disney team, and the entire team who's there with me. Thank you so much. Coming to your question, I think first thing I said, it should make me nervous. You know, the first thing when I see something, यार ये तो मैं कर नहीं सकता, ये तो मैंने कभी किया ही नहीं है, ये कैसे करूँगा, इसमें तो मैं I'll fall flat on my face. So I think that is my first instinct. अगर if I get that kind of feeling, and I have to give my best. Otherwise, I'll, कैसे शक्ल दिखाऊंगा, ये मेरे दोस्तों को, मेरे डायरेक्टर्स को, ये जब मेरा काम देखेंगे मुझे और काम मिलेगा कि नहीं, ये काम मिलना बंद हो जाएगा. तो ये जो एंजाइटी होती है, ये नर्वसनेस होता है, ये हंगर होता है, I said that's the first thing which really draws me to a role. And of course, I go with instinct, I go with instinct. मुझे कोई बुक हो, adaptation हो, ओरिजिनल हो, अगर मुझे लगता है, दिल से मुझे लगता है कि यार ये कहानी और ये रोल मुझे कहीं ना कहीं कुछ it's attracting me, so I go with the gut feeling. और मैं ज़्यादा वक्त लगाता नहीं हूँ, मैं सोचता नहीं हूँ, I do it very instinctively. I remember, I think within a few hours I said, yes, I'm doing it, So, अगर कभी भी एक सीक्रेट बता देता हूँ, अगर मैंने ज़्यादा वक्त लिया तो समझ लो कि कुछ गड़बड़ है. So I just immediately I saw it and I said I have to do it. So I think it is that something which I think especially after working for so many years becomes very very tricky कि क्या करूँ मैं जो लोगों ने आज तक कभी इस किरदार में मुझे नहीं देखा हो. Otherwise people today it's a very very it's very tough. And today and every day it's becoming more and more tough to really excite the audience. There's so much happening. So you have to be very, very, you need some kind of blessings. It's not only hard work. The universe and people have to come together. Right people have to come together to make some things, to create some magic. I think that's what has happened in this show, that the right people with the right intent have come together to give their best to their capacity. It's not that हम किसी के साथ compete करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, मगर हम यही कोशिश करें कि हमें जितनी ताकत है और जितना टैलेंट है, जितना कुछ मेहनत करने की जो हमें हिम्मत है, वो हम लोग अपनी तरफ से पूरी तरह करें. और यही हमने इस शो में करने की कोशिश की है. मैं ही नहीं, each and every team member of this, they just wanted this show to happen. And that's what we have done. और ना आप लोगों पे डिपेंड करता है, कभी कभी इतनी मेहनत करते हैं और आप लोग बोलते हैं नहीं भैया बात बनी नहीं, बात जमी नहीं है. तो आप लोग डिसाइड करेंगे शो देखकर. और ट्रेलर आपने देखा है, आप लोग तारीफ़ तो कर रहे हैं यहाँ, पता नहीं अभी बाहर जाके क्या बोलेंगे. मगर बस यही मैं कहूँगा कि that's what makes me do a project. Thank you.
Adi, here my question is to you. First of all, congratulations to the entire team. The trailer is quite fab. And especially your character, it seems like you have so many shades in it. If I have to ask you to describe your character in 3 words, what are the top 3 words that come to your head to describe your character, and how similar is Adi to the Night Manager?
Shit, this is like probably my kryptonite question. Like whenever I'm asked this question, describe your character, I really don't know what to say. I'm like, he's a guy, you know, normal guy. I really don't know what to say. How is he like me? Oh, well, there's so many good qualities I can try and claim from him. He's stands up for principle. I would imagine he's punctual. Uh, and he has a big heart. So, I mean, it's okay. I can answer. You never know if it's the truth or not.
Next one, please.
Hi Sandeep, this is Ankita from Peeping Moon. Congratulations on the trailer. You have put together a fabulous team. You put together a fabulous team for this one. But what was your biggest takeaway? Like, considering there are going to be comparisons from the one which we have seen before, and what was your experiencing making this show? Because as of now, the buzz is pretty great.
No, thank you, Ankita. I think making a piece of cinema, which is the most collaborative art form, is to see which one, which idea, which point makes more sense, and how do we do it. So for me, my biggest takeaway is to enjoy the journey and to be more collaborative. And I hope I've heard you guys enough and still did what I wanted to do in any case.
Hi, Arun Singh from NDTV. My question is for Sandeep. As you mentioned, you've dealt with multiple factors, whether it was Sri Lanka crisis or a war. Was it linked to strategy, or were there logistical barriers?
I think when your vision is too big, you don't settle for something but the best. So you keep asking for. So I think the one who will actually feel the pinch of it most are the sitting on my leftmost and the rightmost, where I would keep pushing, नहीं यार ये यहाँ नहीं हो सकता. इसके लिए हमें ढाका जाना पड़ेगा, इसके लिए श्रीलंका जाना पड़ेगा. अरे पर वहाँ कंट्री क्राइसिस में तो क्या है, लोग तो जी रहे हैं ना, कुछ कर सकते हैं वहाँ. Why can't we shoot there? So it's been the fact that all of us felt that ये कहानी को जो चाहिए हमें देना है, और we should allow it to be done with purity.
Can you mention all the places you guys traveled to for this?
We've shot Pan India. We've shot Delhi, Manali, Shimla. We shot portions of Sri Lanka, Rajasthan. Sorry, so Dada remembers more. जहाँ जहाँ passport के stamp से भी याद करने पड़ेंगे. But we've traveled all over. There are also portions in Middle East. So the idea was कि इसको एक इंडिया की कहानी, पर इसका जो वर्ल्ड है ना वो एशिया है. तो पूरी एशिया को कैसे इसमें उसमें जो कहानी वो बोल रही थी हमें कि वो जहाँ जानी चाहिए कहानी, कैरेक्टर्स वहाँ जाने चाहिए, तो उसको कैसे हम इसमें इन्वॉल्व करें, दैट इज बीन द अटेम्प्ट. सो हाँ, हमने ऐसा नहीं है कि आ बैल मुझे मार, यहाँ प्रॉब्लम है जाके चलो वहाँ कूदते हैं, नहीं, ऐसी कोई स्ट्रैटेजी दुनिया में कोई नहीं करता. ये हो गया था कि हमें जहाँ जाना था वहाँ कुछ चल रहा था दिक्कत, सो वी हैड टू फाइट फॉर इट.
Hello. Hi, this is Vinita from AtGully. First of all, congratulations to all the team. It was a awesome and simply awesome trailer. So my question to Gaurav sir, the question is, 2022 was an interesting year for Disney Plus Hotstar. And as the year started, it was exceptional with Taza Khabar and now The Night Manager. So what are your expectations from 2023?
We hope that 7 out of 15 becomes 10 or 12 out of 15. So yeah, we have great hopes to make content that India would love to watch. And I think that's not different from what it was beginning of last year as well. We are excited, deeply excited. Thank you for noticing Taza Khabar. It's a show that's very, very close to our heart, and as is Night Manager. And I think we have very different experiences with new things that we are constantly trying to do. Every show for us, whether it works or not, is finally, as Anil sir said, in your hands, in the hands of our fans. We don't control that. But what we definitely try and control is our process, our efforts, trying to work with amazing writers, trying to improve the creative product through great actors, and of course, trying to resource it really well, right? I think it's incredible that for India now, we're able to see shows of scale like this. You know, I was reminded by somebody here that, you know, how the team here went into Sri Lanka and the next day there was a crisis. And I was like, yeah, that happened, and wonder why I've sort of forgotten about it. And then I remembered that, you know what, we had a team in Sri Lanka, and then we were actually planning to send a team to Ukraine on a different show. And we had a third team, which was in South Africa, shooting just as the Omicron virus there was breaking. So I think all of this is truly something that has happened in the world of Disney Plus Hotstar and all the amazing creative people that we have worked with in the last couple of years. The creative teams have worked with great fortitude against incredible odds, the kind of odds that we have never experienced before, all with an intent to create quality entertainment that can hopefully really inspire India. And I think there is a great opportunity for amazing creative work to happen in this country. And we all stay committed to that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, fabulous trailer firstly. And my question is to Shobita. Yep. So how is it working with your fabulous co-stars Anil Kapoor and Aditya? And also about your upcoming projects, The Monkey Man and PS2?
Hi everyone. I mean, to work with the most good-looking men of the industry, I mean, it's a lot of hard work, but someone's got to do it. It was fantastic. Actually, it was a really inspiring run for me to be a part of this show. Such accomplished people, such talented people. So I think to be in their presence, it really motivated me to really enjoy the moment and have fun with it. And as for the upcoming projects, I'm really excited. It looks like a good year for me. So I'm just grateful and inspired. It's good energy around.
Hello. Hi. I just want to say that firstly, the trailer looks really good, and all of you look really good on stage. Like, it's such a good-looking people on stage. My question is for Deepak sir. I want to ask you that this is your third project with Hotstar, and tell me a little bit about that synergy. What's it like?
Well, I think Gaurav keeps chucking challenges and opportunities towards me. So I mean, a part of that, we are only trying to build more and more together. We do a lot of unscripted and scripted, both for the Hotstar and the extended Star teams as well. So yeah, I mean, the synergies is really about finding the right people, finding the right creative partners to come on board. And obviously we do have a collaboration, which is where we take it across to Gaurav and the team and, get a feeling on what do they feel about the project, what could we do together. So it's really something, it is the third or the fourth project that we're doing together now.
Is there anything else in pipeline?
Yeah, there are a couple of other things in the pipeline, which I'm sure we'll talk to you at a relevant time.
Fair enough. Thank you.
हेलो मैं पंकज शुक्ल हूँ अमर उजाला अखबार से। मेरा सवाल अनिल कपूर जी से और रवि बहल जी से है। आप दोनों लोग एन चंद्रा की फिल्मों से निकले हैं। मुझे तो रवि का गाना भी याद आ रहा था, हमसे तुम दोस्ती कर लो। तो आप लोगों का एक साथ जब इस शो में,
हाँ जी,
आप लोगों का जब इस शो में सामना हुआ होगा कैमरे के सामने, तो व्हाट वाज द फीलिंग जब आप लोगों ने पहला सीन दिया होगा? वो सीन क्या रहा, वो अगर बता सकें तो।
ये शायद आपको अनिल सर ज़्यादा बेहतर बता सकेंगे।
सबसे पहले तो मैं ये कहूँगा कि दिस शो विल बी अ टर्निंग पॉइंट इन रवि बहल्स करियर।
अरे थैंक यू
वेरी गुड।
जब मैंने इनके साथ काम किया पहली बार, तो मैंने बोला यार ये ब्रांडो कहाँ से आ गया?
माय निकनेम, इन्होंने बोला ब्रांडो कैसा है, व्हाट डू यू प्रेफर, एल पेचिनो ब्रांडो? आई सेड सर ब्रांडो चलेगा.
हाँ मगर जनरली जोक्स अपार्ट, बट यू नो दिस शो रवि साहब के साथ बड़ा इमोशनल मोमेंट था, यू नो, बिकॉज इनके पिताजी बड़े बहुत ही बड़े फिल्म प्रोड्यूसर, उनके ऑफिस में भी मैं जाता था, महबूब स्टूडियोज़ में उन्होंने राज खोसला साहब के साथ फिल्म बनाई थी. तो एक हम जो हैं वो इस इंडस्ट्री के बहुत पुराने चावल हैं, यू नो, बहुत बरसों से हम इसमें 60 साल से
खुशबू पुराने चावलों की आती है.
बिल्कुल सही कहा. तो सो देयर इज़ एन इमोशनल कनेक्ट विद रवि साहब, एंड आई जस्ट प्रे टू गॉड दैट जो मैं सोच रहा हूँ वो आप लोग भी ऐसे ही समझे और लोग भी ऐसे ही समझे. बस मैं इतना ही कहूँगा. रवि साहब के साथ काम.
थैंक यू अनिल सर, लव यू सर, लव यू.
Ravi, you have to react to what Anil has just said.
Well, it was a pleasure. I mean, here is an encyclopedia on acting, the youngest newcomer in every film. Actually, the youngest in all of us. The most enthusiastic, before us, on the set, last to leave. And even when we were working, he would be like, पहले मुझे लगा कि यार बहुत strict हैं. But then I understood the nuances. He would say, इधर आओ, ऐसे ट्राई क्यों नहीं करता? ऐसे ठीक है सर. अच्छा, थोड़ा बहुत डांटते भी थे, पर प्यार उससे दुगना. So I love you for that. It's been a learning curve, and I wish I can work with you so much more, sir. Thank you.
Hi, Shashwat sir. Shashwat sir, this side. Idhar, beech mein. हाँ. Aditi from News 18. First of all, a huge congratulations for the night manager. The makers didn't reveal much about your character, but I want to ask you, what was it about your character that really attracted you in the first place?
I think this is a surprise, and the director, Modi ji, चाहते नहीं है मैं कुछ ज़्यादा बोलूँ character के बारे में, but it was a very nice experience, and I must admit, when I got that offer, I was surprised, I was happy, and then the nervousness took. I have to work with somebody here, sitting on my right side. I didn't think in my life I will sit beside him any day. So the first thing, when I met him, the first time, I was having my lunch, I still remember, a hand, hi Shashwat. मैं ऐसे हो गया, मैं खाते खाते प्रणाम करने के लिए चला गया, तो सर ने बोला, डोंट डू दिस, ऐसे मेरा उम्र नहीं बढ़ाने का. The next day, he invited me for lunch in his house. कोई नहीं करता. बाद में पता चला क्यों बुलाया. बाद में पता चला 10 बजे आ जाओ. 10 बजे कौन लंच में बुलाता है. And then our script reading session started. बोल लेते, सीन कर लेते, 20-25 बार कर लेंगे तो हो जाएगा. And he was so energetic, so enthusiastic. After achieving so much in life, how can a person be so greedy till date? It's a mystery for me. And thank you everybody, everyone from the unit of the night manager, without whose support I couldn't do anything. Thank you.
Hi, this is Komal Panchal from Indian Express. My question is for Mr. Kapoor, Aditya and Shobita. Sir, of course, you've done 2 films for OTT already, but this is your first long form in India. And Aditya, you're debuting with a web show. Shobita, you also. So I want to understand, since all of you are mainstream actors, are you guys, making way for yourself, a place for yourself, a safe space for yourself on OTT, because in theaters and box offices have become so volatile these days, and actors are receiving more love for their work on OTT and there's like less drama, less controversies?
Hi. Although my career has started off with slightly more art house cinema, my first film is Raman Raghav with Anurag Kashyap. From that point on, I think my like the larger recognition came to me through a show, an OTT show, Made in Heaven. So I do credit the OTT platform for giving me the kind of exposure I hadn't had before. Although as an actor, my role and my job remains largely the same, no matter what the medium is. I think it's nice to hear that you said I'm like a mainstream actor. I'm like, सुन के अच्छा लगता है. Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me it was it wasn't really dictated by that. I think when the opportunity arose, I was really excited by the chance to work on this particular piece. You know, it felt like I saw the original, I loved it, and I loved what Sandeep and the writers had done with it. And honestly, it's for me, it's like a dream role for an actor. You know, he goes through so much, and there's so much scope to put things into this role that for me, it was a no-brainer to just jump in. And I love watching shows as a viewer, you know, and I've always told myself as an actor before I started that I'll try and work in things that I love watching. You know, otherwise, what's the point if you try and kind of intellectualize everything and try and plan your career? You know, it never really goes according to plan. Like I said, I try as much as I can to try and go with my gut. Well, sometimes it goes wrong, sometimes it goes right. But in this case, it was just dictated by the amazing team that was put together and the work that they had done on the script that drew me to the role. So, yeah, that's why. हाँ जी. I think Aditya has answered very beautifully, and you know, I mean, Shobita said the same thing. Obviously, basically it's the role. You know, it's a role, the people, the team involved, and that's what you know draws you into it. And well, I don't know, whatever little I've done in my career, I've always done things where you know, when I've done, if you remember, I don't know if you remember, I did 24 when there was no mainstream star actually. Forget OTT, but nobody was, you know, big screen mainstream actor, not only here in India, but internationally also. So it's the role, it's a script which draws you, and you just jump at it and grab it with both hands and do it. It doesn't matter, it might be theater, it might be, you know, I'm trying to do theater. I've been planning since so many years to do theater, but nothing is really, you know, materialized. So it might be television, it might be OTT, it might be feature film, anything, you know, which draws me, we will do it. You know, all of us, I think everybody. So it's not the question of, you know, we wouldn't be sitting here if you're playing safe. We all are risk takers, you know, and so the, you know, without risk, maza hi kya life mein, you know.
Namaste everyone, I'm Suhani Divedi, and first of all, the trailer looks amazing, and we all can see the hard work behind this trailer which you all have put it in as producer, directors and actors. So my question is to everyone, what was the most challenging part while shooting this series as actors, as producers, as directors? Because we all go through tough times while shooting a film, and as you disclosed that there were some hard times. So what was the most challenging part for like actors, as producers, as a director?
I would like to break protocol. Priyanka, come over. Answer this question. Come over, come over, come over.
don't. Everybody will answer very quickly. Quick answers.
Okay. Thank you for the question. As everyone here would say, the challenges come in every project. This wasn't any different. There were way too many things, be it right from the scripting stage to the shooting to even now the post-production. It's just the scale of it is so massive. As you guys must have seen the trailer, the canvas is immensely large. And to put together so many talented people, as you can see over here, we are falling short of space on the stage. So it's incredibly hard. But having said that, isn't that what keeps us going? Every artist here. So, I mean, that's the reason why we do what we do, right?
Well, I would say the geography, Shimla, Sri Lanka, Jaisalmer, Mumbai. I remember we had a little scene, patchwork we had to do. तो शिमला में तो हमने ओवरकोट्स पहन के कर लिया था और एक छोटा सा, मैं बताऊंगा नहीं क्या है, बट हमको कहीं से उतरना था और मुंबई की गर्मी में, I think it was May, it was fabulous. And that's what is called acting.
याद मत दिला यार मुझे.
सर सबसे ज्यादा, और अनिल सर हंस रहे थे, बोले ठंडी लग रही है, ठंडी लग रही है, and we would go yeah. It was fun. On the whole, no complaints. If it's not tough, it's not fun. So, you know, we had a great time. I'm acting after 20 odd years, like as an actor. And thank you so much. And it's been a pure pleasure with Anil sir, with Shobita, the gentleman, Aditya. He's a thorough gentleman. Love you, brother.
Love you, man.
And of course, Shaswadda. And Sandy sir, Priyanka, I love you guys. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And pass it on.
No, I think the toughest challenge for me was to give the director what he wants. It was because the character I played, this character, this type of role I played for the first time. And frankly speaking, I didn't watch The Night Manager deliberately. That I was afraid that I will be influenced by the actor, original actor. So my challenge was to do the role and satisfy the director and the co-actors. And my, chemistry with, especially Anil sir, was very important in this series. So that's why we read our scripts and he insisted, चल एक बार और पढ़ते हैं, एक बार और पढ़ते हैं, चल एक बार और पढ़ते हैं. इतना पढ़ाई तो मैं जिंदगी में नहीं किया.
No, absolutely. I think first and foremost, of course, my, endeavor now is to work with younger talent, and कि उनसे मुझे सीखने को मिलेगा. So Sandeep, Priyanka, they are the future of our country. What amazing directors they are. And, to satisfy them, so ये तो होता ना कि यार ये कहाँ 80s का 70s में काम करता था, फिर 90s में काम किया, ये हमारे तरह की एक्टिंग करेगा कि नहीं करेगा. तो मैंने ले भाई ये ले तू. So the it's to find that, you have to be fortunate and blessed to find, and then you work with Aditya, who's so sincere and so earnest and so hardworking. I have worked with many co-stars in my career, but I did Malang, and now I've done Night Manager. I think I'm very confident that he's going to surprise all of you all. I swear. I promise you.
Thank you, sir.
And see, when you talk about Shobita, you talk about glamour, you talk about what a great body she has. But, that's the first impression you get, She's so pretty. What eyes, what cinematic features she has, And when Sandeep told me, I said, she's going to play this role, I said, yaar, kya? She's terrific. But to get someone who's a thinking actress also, besides being so beautiful and so, it's such a God-given, it's all God-given, this presence which you get you get it from your, parents, कि यार आप पैदा होते हैं और आपको ऐसी शक्ल मिली है, ऐसी, presence मिली है. And then उसके बाद you don't take it for granted. You want to do your best. You want to think about it. So which is wonderful, and so it was terrific. And what do I say about Shashwat ji? अरे यार क्या काम किया है इन्होंने यार, क्या काम किया. It's unreal. It is, I swear on God, क्या होता है कि कभी-कभी it's very important when you're working for so many years. How do you make yourself look fresh? How do you make yourself look relevant? You have to surround yourself with good actors. You have to surround yourself with the good team. And this is my first collaboration with Disney. We've been wanting to work since, I don't know, how many years? 10 years. और हमने हमेशा कोशिश की मगर कुछ ना कुछ अड़चने आ गई हैं. The universe didn't want us to come together, but I think we've come together at the right time and the right show. Nothing could be better than being, this is my instinct, and I hope I'm right. So, I don't know if I missed out anybody, but this is what I feel. I think that's what draws me to a show, and that's what drew me to the show.
Well, okay. The biggest challenges was your question. I think for me, maybe the elements, because we went to the desert, it was extremely hot there. We had to shoot in the cold. But I think above all, for me, we were also traveling to really amazing places, staying in nice hotels. So my challenge was basically not eating food, not getting a chance to eat all the food that was at our disposal, and not coming for the after pack-up get-togethers, So yeah, that pinched.
To think about, what is the toughest challenge in this moment, I was just, while Anil sir was speaking, I was just thinking of how to be able to follow our passions and do the things we love, to get paid for it, to be recognized for it, is such a privilege. And moments like this, we're in this beautiful location, and to hear words of praise from someone like Anil sir, these moments remind me.
I mean it, Shobita. I'm not being like a senior or, and whatever I've said today on this platform today, I've meant every word of it. I promise you. I promise you. I promise all of you all over here. I feel anybody who's fake and, वो लोग समझ जाते हैं, देख सकते हैं, वो feel कर सकते हैं, चाहे वो film हो, चाहे वो show हो, चाहे वो कोई interview दे रहा हो या बात कर रहा हो, वो बात समझ में आ जाती है. Whatever I've said about everybody is from, every word I've spoken is the truth and nothing but the truth.
So moments like this, they remind me that it's actually a pleasure too. So I'm sure there would have been moments where I had felt maybe like a little strain, highs, lows. Everyone goes through that. But when I look back in retrospect, it has been such a beautiful journey, and I feel so lucky. So I think that's the takeaway for me as a feeling. So that's how I feel.
So for me, the most challenging part was the legacy of John Le Carre and the Night Manager. How do you really root it in India? That was the biggest challenge. But I think Sandeep, Sridhar, the writing team, Priyanka did really got that to life really quickly. And after that, obviously, it was really putting the blueprint together. But yeah, the challenge was the legacy. But I think from what we're seeing today, and we're itching to hear the response as we go out of here.
Two challenges. Firstly, assembling the Avengers, the incredible scale of creativity that's gone into making this show happen was not easy. It was difficult. But that pales in comparison to what lies ahead for me, which is on the 17th, as India experiences the Night Manager. So that's going to be quite a challenge to just And I think on this floor right now, I would perhaps be the first person who would, see the results. So I will hold it, in my heart that I'm seeing it on behalf of an incredibly talented crew that's done their best and given it all. And I really hope that India reciprocates the love.
So, जो डायलॉग था ट्रेलर में राजा चैन की नींद सो सकता है कि नहीं, ये पहरेदार की नींद पर डिपेंड करता है. बट वन थिंग फॉर श्योर, 17 फरवरी हम लोग चैन की नींद नहीं सोने वाले हैं. इट्स अ शो व्हिच डिजर्व्स बिंज वॉच. थैंक यू एवरीवन ऑन द स्टेज एंड प्लीज वेलकम कम संदीप. इट्स द टाइम फॉर द फोटो अपॉर्चुनिटी. Congratulations. Yes, sir.